In this city of prey, I am the only hunter.
I always say, when life gets hairy, grin and bear it.
Hello! I'm Hunter Harden.
And I'm Papa the Bear.
And welcome to the Real Housebears. Hey, forget about it. I'm so glad to have the Wolfpack podcast back.
Yeah.
Let's go play with Frank's balls.
Why does everybody make such a big stink about my balls?
Let's do.
I want to play with Frank's balls.
I know you do.
They talk about them a lot in the
They
other
do.
episode.
That's what the whole episode is about. I am excited to be back in the hot closet because you know what? I was thinking, since you don't really watch any of the other Housewives, this is the only time you and I get to talk about Housewives.
It's just doing a podcast on just one season of Housewives is enough for me.
I know, but I'm like, I guess, even though sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I have so much to do. This is going to take, and then I'm like, oh, but at least I get to talk about Housewives with Hunter again.
I totally get that because a couple days ago, I started that show, WandaVision. We both started it, but then you kind of fell asleep through the middle of it, and I could not stop watching it, and thank God you started watching it towards the last 4 episodes.
No, I saw the last good 5 at least.
Yeah, I think it was 4. But anyways, that second to last episode of WandaVision, we both were sobbing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're watching this." I'm so glad I didn't watch that on the plane coming back from Reno because I had it saved on my phone. Yeah. I would have been a sobbing mess.
I'm glad we got to watch that together.
If y'all have seen WandaVision, you know what we're talking about. But
that really surprised me because
that whole season surprised me.
I don't really care all that much about Marvel in general, especially about who they are. Mm-hmm. I like to go watch the movies and watch things blow up, but I don't normally really care if they
like a storyline.
Yeah, please quit giving me a storyline in my action movies. But I really, really enjoyed that. That was
if y'all aren't really into superhero movies, but you guys need to watch WandaVision on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Talking about our new sponsors, Disney Plus. I wish we had Disney money.
I don't know if I can handle. They would really control what we say there.
Oh yeah, they are the biggest restrictors on copyright.
Yeah,
law.
Heck
when you go to anything about business or anything about copywriting.
Oh, I know.
Disney is the first one on their list, the first examples that they make.
Oh, and, as a former teacher, teachers want to show Disney movies in school, and you can't get away with it.
No, you can't.
The Disney police will show knocking on your classroom door.
You get to watch shows like Osmosis Jones. That was riveting. I loved watching that. That was such a fun movie. Or McGruff, the crime dog, takes down crime in elementary school. That was pretty good.
But you remember it.
I did a lot of drugs, so I think I forgot about it. Oh, no. He taught me where to go, how to find them, how to do them. So I did it. Oh, don't do drugs.
Right. I think you got the wrong message.
Well, the shirt was kind of folded over.
When I was young, it was Dare.
Yeah, Dare.
Was Dare still happening in the 90s too?
Oh yeah, hardcore. And it had McGruff the crime dog on it as well.
Okay.
Do you remember Take a Bite at a crime?
Yeah. I don't remember associate them being together as
I don't know
McGruff
if they're together, but I just remember Dare. We had Dare class.
You had a Dare class?
Yeah, it was part of the school. It was a week long or something, I can't remember. And you learned about everything, Dare,
all the drugs you wanted to do.
Every drug that it had cartoons. I mean, how else are you going to teach kids about drugs without cartoons?
I guess do it in front of them. I don't know.
Sesame Street taught me how to live on the streets. Dare taught me how to do drugs on the streets.
I really don't think that you're getting the right message from these shows.
Just listen.
Now I understand why you struggled in school.
This is the dumbest thing ever.
Math.
Why would I do it? If you thought Sesame Street taught you how to live on the streets, then you're really not watching the show in the right kind of way.
Yeah, I think they called it Oz. I think that show was called Oz.
Oh my God,
maybe.
That made me laugh. Sesame Street taught me how to live.
Got it in the street. How do you get to Sesame Street?
I don't know. It sounds like a nightmare now. Like a nightmare in NashVegas. What do you think about that?
That was such a good segue. That was because I didn't know where we were going to go from here.
I really didn't know. I was thinking about maybe talking about Nene Leakes suing Bravo and Andy Cohen and everyone, but you know what? I don't know if I'm
not
going to
give her
it
the
energy.
attention. Yeah, any energy. I'm not into it either.
Not into that. So let's go ahead and get into the nightmare in NashVegas.
Starting off with a montage.
We're actually this is another first for us. We're recording early in the morning. It's 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, you have to take me to the airport as soon as we're done.
Yeah, you're not normally even awake this time. And so instead of cocktails, I'm having my iced coffee.
Ooh, yeah.
In honor of because those in New Jersey, they will drink some iced coffee.
They love an iced coffee. When they're having iced coffee, I want to have iced coffee.
I mean, Margaret travels with gallons of iced coffee, and even in this episode, Melissa Gorga's like, I need an iced coffee, so let me have a sip of my iced coffee.
I am drinking hot coffee with a melted Chiba Chew in it. Yum. Thank you, Andy Cohen.
So, the nightmare in NashVegas, again, is just the last 3 minutes of the episode, but what a riveting 3 minutes of an episode. Gosh. Of course, it's moving day.
Happy moving day.
Melania's still asleep, so she wouldn't be recording.
She's on Ambien, yo.
She is. She's always tired. Jennifer's trying to get Christian to clean his room. I mean, it shows way too often Jennifer asking her kids to do something, them not doing it, and then her just doing it.
Did you hear that she, towards the end, she's like, wait, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. At the very last clip.
I wonder, and then the camera cut to another scene, because he didn't do nothing.
Don't you want to help, Mommy?
And now it's a moving day for Frank. Moving in with Dolores and the kids.
And all he has is clothes. He doesn't have anything else with him. He just got clothes. He's just got a car worth of clothes.
But luckily for everyone else, he has that green suit. And
Frankie can't handle but laugh his butt off. And the way he laughs, it's like a little kid.
I love him so much. He is such a little dork.
He is. He really is a little dork.
He is the hottest dork that has ever lived.
He is so hot and attractive, and thank God, because he's so humble. He's just a dirt.
He's going to make a great husband someday.
I hope so.
He's going to make it because he's Dolores in Frank's body.
Oh yeah. Oh, because those old pictures of Frank, he is such a little meathead, attractive guy.
But I do love that. I mean, that green suit is straight up from the 90s. And it's never going to come back in fashion.
Better not.
I mean, maybe. I mean, who knows?
I don't think that specific color is going to come back.
But you could maybe get it altered and be
sexy.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Poor Frank.
A bunch of assholes.
I love that Gabby is keeping the chinchilla in Frank's room, and Dolores is like, wait until you hear it squeal at night. You'll feel right at home.
Oh, that makes me nervous. Almost as nervous as no banister on the stairwell.
Oh, that
freaks me out.
I'm glad you noticed
because
that.
In the middle of the night, you go reach for it. You think it's there, but it's not there.
Oh, yeah. That house.
Or you just take the wrong slip.
Well, maybe now that Frank lives there, he'll get the house finished.
I hope so.
Maybe so. When Dolores and Frank are talking here, Dolores' face is snatched.
Oh, yeah. She looks so good.
Her face is smooth as butter. Mm-hmm. Her eyebrows are on point. Her forehead is not moving a muscle, literally. And then we kind of noticed that even though Frank says he doesn't get Botox, you pointed that out
You
to
could
me.
see a point where he lifts his eyebrows and the sides of his temples, they get a lot of wrinkles, but the center of his forehead, nothing moves.
Doesn't move at all. So maybe you busted Frank.
Frank, sorry.
Dolores is stressed about the Nashville trip, but she's hopeful that since Teresa's in her love bubble and in her happy place and moving in with Louis today, that maybe she'll be in a better place than she was last time they were all together.
Now.
Yeah, I think
it's not going to happen. We already saw previews of what happens.
Even if we hadn't, I'm pretty sure she has been off the rails.
She has been in her love bubble this whole time with Louis, so she's been getting progressively worse.
But the moment you take her away from her love bubble, she is a monster. She's like Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, I think even Hyde would be scared of her. Right. You know? Even Hyde's like, whoa.
Wait a minute.
Wait, I'm supposed to be the monster.
So back to the moving. Teresa and everyone's like frantically packing and showing the movers what to pack. We're sad about moving out of the house. We're leaving all of our beautiful memories, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
we've seen
blah,
this on
blah,
3
blah.
episodes already.
But you know, I love that Teresa thinks that she's keeping it strong for the kids. Like, she's the one crying more than any of them.
She's the one that keeps bringing it up.
But she's like, kids go off your parents' energy, so I'm trying to stay strong. I'm like,
This house and no. Isn't this house great, you guys? Isn't it great? Huh? Isn't this house amazing?
It's not as good as Louis' house. Louis' house is great.
Louis is going to be greater.
Louis' house great?
Isn't he great, guys? He's like the best guy ever. I love him.
I want to know why they had a piano. Do you think anyone? I mean, they do show a moment of when one of the girls with their little tinkering on the piano, but you ain't nobody in the house playing piano.
I don't. Rich people buy stuff.
True. So the girls all have a big group hug, and we get yet the 18th montage of memories, and then one last look at those ugly freaking door handles.
What are they? Are they like...
I don't know if they're wings. I don't know if it's like supposed to be wood. I don't know if it's just supposed to be art. I don't know, but they're heinous.
I don't know what it is, but I don't like them at all. You know what? Melania needs to put the Sharpie down for a minute with her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are so painted and thick.
Oh my gosh.
Like there is no like if she would let those grow naturally, I bet she'd have great like 90s bushy eyebrows.
I wrote Melania's eyebrows are serious in all capital letters.
Oh my gosh,
serious.
They are respecting. They need respect. Like they are demanding it.
I mean, I have like a lot of things that I could say right now.
She could maybe thin them a little bit.
They're a little prominent.
So Melissa calls them while they're in there. How's the move? Louis so organized. This move's going to be so easy because Louis is so organized. Isn't Louis so organized, you guys?
Oh, Louis is amazing, isn't he? Huh? Isn't he great? Huh?
He's so great and organized.
He's the most amazing guy in the world, isn't he, guy?
He's
huh?
so good.
Tell me
Don't
he's
you
amazing.
think so?
Tell me he's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. Huh? Huh?
He is pretty perfect.
But Teresa is the one who can't keep Margaret's name out of her mouth. Like, how you doing? How's the move going? It's going great. But I'm not looking to Nashville because Margaret's going to be there. It's not going to be good.
It's not going to be good?
But it's not going to be good.
Oh, my gosh. But they finally get to their new home, and we see Louis Jr., I guess. 17 seems like a nice kid.
Yeah.
Teresa's excited to no longer be a single mother and to have some help. I respect that.
Okay.
Absolutely. Gia is really sweet and mature and obviously gorgeous in her confessional. Maybe I give her a hard time. So, maybe she is nice, or maybe she just has good moments. I don't know.
Who knows?
But can't take away how stunning she is. Louis takes them outside and shows Teresa a special stone that he had made that says...
And Sanford and Zammy means always together.
In honor of her parents.
Yeah, that phrase, that thing.
It was really sweet.
It was sweet. It
was very thoughtful.
Louis makes everything that he does that's really sweet and kind and thoughtful just makes me paranoid. I don't know why. I just feel like it... I don't know.
Because it does seem too good to be true.
Yeah,
type.
And I've met somebody before in my past that was very much like this, but was behind my back the most horrendous human being I've ever heard of, that had no empathy, but used that tactic of like gifts and thoughtful things to make you completely involved with them.
Yeah.
So it just makes me nervous, and maybe I'm
like
completely
it's more of a tactic than a gift.
Yes. And just with his past on top of it, it just makes me, I don't know, it just makes me nervous.
Everyone's nervous.
I'm except for Teresa.
You know what? Maybe she is a little bit nervous.
And that's why she's acting out so hard. I think I mentioned that or something. I wrote it down somewhere maybe I said it on another podcast.
I don't know, but since I am a professional licensed therapist.
Yeah. I'm a psychotherapist, so I'm better than you.
You're a psycho for sure.
But I feel like she's overcompensating because maybe things aren't so bright and sunny, but I don't know.
Because she's like, I just can't help. She's acting crazy.
She's insane right now.
She isn't. Even Louie's like, girl, I'm crazy, and that's too much. I have 10 guys naked beating me up on the beach, but you're crazy.
You were asking 10 guys to beat you up on the beach. Melissa and Joe are packing for Nashville, and they don't know where Nashville is, especially Melissa.
It's the wild East Coast of the West.
It's in the West, right? It's somewhere out west. I mean, compared to New Jersey, everything is West.
It's true.
Jennifer and Bill are packing. I like Jennifer is like, what's more authentic than Chanel moment? I thought that was a nice, because we watch these shows to watch people be rich. Mm-hmm. So I liked that she was giving us that. But Joe B's head is too big for a Chanel hat. Oh. And Teresa's bringing every hat that she owns.
Well, yeah.
Did you see that?
I would.
That was you.
Going to Nashville.
That was Teresa packing with you.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You're like, well, I need
myself.
a hat to match every single one of my outfits, and then a pair of shoes to match all those.
Yeah,
yes.
And I have every color, so why don't I bring them?
Yes.
Because I don't know what the night is going to feel like, so I want a choice of colors.
We've had
Is it a blue night?
Too many times.
Maybe it's a hot pink night.
It's probably a yellow night.
Maybe it's a Dom top black night or something.
It's probably a yellow night, knowing you. Margaret is not interested in letting Teresa disrespect her, and Dolores just don't bring up anything. Just don't bring up anything. And then Dolores really is trying her hardest to be a good friend of Teresa. She's trying so hard. So she's spinning this into, Teresa's going to be Teresa, so why don't you just not bring anything up? I know. But the problem is, Teresa's going to if Margaret doesn't. And
she's been
later
doing it
on, this evening, when the shit hits the fan, Teresa's the one who starts it.
Oh, she's itching for it. Like this whole time, it's like she's just trying to make her story or something. I don't know.
Well, Frank suggests, well, maybe Teresa should also, meet Margaret where she is.
I love it that Frank is on Margaret's side, obviously, throughout these next 2 episodes. But Dolores, every single time she's trying to reason crazy Teresa, she ends up having to say, well, Teresa's going to be Teresa, or Teresa could fight her own fights. I'm not her voice piece, because she can't reason most of her actions.
Yeah. And then there's poor Melissa, who Teresa's like, you need to be my sister-in-law, be on my side. And Joe's saying, listen, I don't care what happens. We're not fighting with my sister. I don't care. So that puts everyone, because I'm a fan of Teresa. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Teresa.
She's good TV.
But she's acting like a nutbag.
I don't know what's going on.
And you can't defend the way she's behaving. I mean, people do. I can open up Twitter right now and show you 1,000 people who do.
Like, the only time somebody's like this, it's like when they're on drugs. I'm not saying she's on drugs or doing coke in the bathroom with Gia or anything.
You didn't say analogy before that?
But what I am saying is, she's got a completely different personality shift now that she's with Louis.
I like doing early morning podcasts. That was funny. So they arrive in Nashville.
What state are we in?
And Melissa is so tired from the Sweet 16. I can't believe poor Melissa, her whole storyline just got ripped right under her. And that Sweet 16 party got 3 seconds. Not to mention, this whole season is only 13 episodes long. My mind is so blown.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I mean, first of all, that's right. They did it right. There hasn't really been any downtime.
No.
But I like, Salt Lake City was 20-something. Beverly Hills was 20-something.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So poor Melissa, she ain't getting no TV time.
I'm Melissa.
But they get to this big, massive, gorgeous home.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe that one family would actually live in that home.
And they wouldn't even live in it. They'd be like, oh, this is our summer home. We come here for maybe a month a year, stuff like that.
And then all the way in Nashville, Margaret knows the realtor that got them that home.
Of course, because Margaret knows everybody. So she knows everybody. She's spreading every rumor.
Like Margaret and the realtor did TV together.
Yeah,
like,
it's such a crazy small world.
Yeah, wow. So I didn't get the realtor's name, I'm ashamed to say, but she suggests that they
Jim
go to
Carrey in The Mask. She had a huge upper teeth rack. That's all I saw. I didn't even see a lip.
Oh my gosh. Well, well, she suggests through those teeth that they go to the Nashville Underground to ride the mechanical bull.
Yes, man. I want to ride a mechanical bull. I ride a bear, so I want to ride a mechanical bull.
I want to ride the bull.
Melissa, you ride the bull?
I'll ride the bull.
I don't, on my back, I would never get up off
My
the ground.
back, I would never
get up off the ground.
Medic!
Yeah. So we have to wrap up filming the season, y'all. Corey's in the hospital.
The rest of the time you're in a neck brace and on like a plyboard through the rest of the
Like
season.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, they reel you in and just set you up and you're... Don't make me turn my head. I want to talk to that bitch over there. Turn me left. You.
Teresa, don't make me get up off this board.
Don't make them wheel me over there. I'll be pissed.
Oh my gosh. So the realtor leaves, which means it's time to see the bedrooms. And Teresa has already made arrangements with Dolores that since they're new and in love, and they haven't had a vacation in like 2 months. 2 whole months.
Oh my God. The humanity. The humanity of it all.
And Melissa is not happy about it.
Melissa's like, no, we're going to pull like names out of a hat.
But you know what? Melissa has just been on the Ultimate Girls Trip with Ramona, and she's already seen that happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true.
Because, you know, Ramona is always the very first
Oh, yeah.
to claim her room. The women argue about the room, and the men go outside and play.
I mean, be careful, Melissa. If you start saying any more words, Teresa's going to take that as a personal attack against Louis. What? So you don't want me and Louis to have a big room? What? Is it because
you think Louis going to beat me?
Because Louis going to beat me? Huh? We're no longer sisters.
Oh my gosh. So at one point while they're going through the rooms, Teresa asked Jackie if she's okay because she wasn't very talkative at the baseball game. And Jackie's like, well, you know, I'm best friends with Margaret.
I know.
And
Teresa's just want to pick a fight with anybody.
And I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh
And Teresa gets defensive like right away.
You know, you're really smart, right?
Yeah.
As you claim to, like you say you are, right?
You're smart, right? You say you're smart. Well, you say you're smart.
Like she's gaslighting her, isn't that gaslighting?
But Teresa is convinced that Margaret is dishing information to the blogs. But in Teresa's confessional, she says, I feel it in my gut. She doesn't say that she has evidence. No. She doesn't say that she's seen or heard any. She feels it in her gut.
She said it out loud.
Because of some coinkydinks.
Yeah, she said it out loud, so she's like, that must be true. This is a great way to hate Margaret even more.
What a coinkydink.
And everybody in that room's like, no, nobody's gonna, we're not feeding into this conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, but that's insane. And Teresa's just like, what? Huh?
Yeah, and Jennifer's like, I just think you two should talk it out. And Teresa's like, I'm not talking to her.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the women join the men again, and Evan wants Jackie to go see how he carried the luggage upstairs.
This is so you.
Let's go look at the luggage.
Yeah, I brought the luggage. Let me show you the luggage and how I brought it up there.
There's something special in the luggage.
Is there something special in the luggage, Bear?
Let's go look at the luggage.
If I get up there and you throw me down, I'm going to be really pissed.
I know where I'm packing the luggage.
He's so stupid.
Teresa and Louis go to unpack and change, and Jackie tells Margaret that Teresa's real fired up. And then Jennifer and Bill Aiden have a really cute, funny, like, cowboy moment where they're like, howdy, stranger.
I know.
I thought it was so cute. I'm glad that we're not really talking about their affair anymore.
Yeah, I'm over it.
And I'm glad to see them getting along. Mm-hmm. That makes me feel good about life. Margaret tells Jackie, she's like, I think I need to address the issue with Teresa tonight. And Jackie's like, don't we just want to have a good dinner?
Can we have one dinner before we start this?
And, I mean, they all know it's not a good idea.
Everybody knows this, but Margaret's just like, no, I'm tired of this.
But then again, we'll get there in just a second. They get to the restaurant, they order their food and immediately get on the bull before they eat the food.
Yep.
They have to take their boots off, so I saw Hunter over in the corner sniffing Frank's boots.
No, I was not.
So the guys have a challenge. Bill Aiden in last place at 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, wait, no, you forgot. Since Margaret didn't want to do it, Teresa makes a personal dig at her and says, well, she's boring, so I'm going to do it. She just has to constantly say something. Okay, sorry. Now the men can have their fun time.
Right. So Bill in last place at 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Then Louie in 5 minutes 38. Frank 6 minutes 34 seconds. Joe Gorga like doubles 12 minutes and 11 seconds. But my man
Tiki, man, you are intense, yo. You are quite the Renaissance man.
Y'all got to bring Tracy back next season because we need more Tiki in our. Because Tiki always shows up last. He always shows up at the last 5 minutes.
But when he shows up, he impresses.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, come on. He's not so bad to look at.
We found out the guys are going to go out and have a guys' day tomorrow on a boat.
Can't wait.
And the women are going to go record a country song.
Oh, yay.
Well, you know the reason why I was turned off by it is because I just watched the OC season finale. And in the season finale, Heather Dubrow had Richard Marx write a song for the Housewives, and they all actually went to a recording studio and sang it and had their voices like actually altered. So when I saw this, I was like, how are we having the same? This happens way too regularly that two cities will do the same thing. But this one was not quite the same.
It was not good.
Ooh. But they bring up how Margaret has never been to Nashville but knows the realtor, and Margaret knows everyone everywhere. And this is where Teresa interjects and says, yes, Margaret knows everyone. And then she just goes in on how Margaret's responsible for all these rumors. Margaret had nothing to do with this happening.
Margaret's sitting there with her arm reached out, grabbing some food, and just like looking back at her like, what? Like, where did this, wait, what?
And Teresa doesn't back down. And Margaret's not going to admit to something she hasn't done.
Margaret's like, gotcha, you're crazy.
This is literally something that Teresa has made up.
Yeah, another rumor that she has made up, and now she's going to spread this. And Margaret is just like, don't spread rumors that you can't prove. You are a disgusting liar. And that is when Teresa, you could see it in Teresa's eyes. She realizes she has nothing to say back to her that she hasn't already said. So the first reaction she does is like glance down at the table. She knocks the first one down the table, misses Margaret completely. The second hand completely drenches her.
Yeah, another flip
and everyone
table
else.
moment.
And it's disrespect. Because I would be wearing my nicest clothes.
I mean, she was wearing a white dress.
I would be pissed.
Absolutely. That dress is ruined forever.
I'd be like, we are all adults. Who does this?
Well, Margaret gives a great line back. Good thing you're not still on parole.
Margaret knew that hurt her so bad. And I mean, she's getting escorted out and she is just screaming white trash, whore, anything that she can, all the, stereotypical things that Teresa's going to say.
Out of control.
It's like she's on steroids.
Right?
Like, really?
Maybe. Or maybe she's coming off of them. I don't
know, but it's off its hinges.
It is. And I love that Frank is on the right side of this. Frank thinks this is all Teresa. Joe brings Teresa to the side. Come on, let's go have a drink.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
But, then there's always okay, if I don't go with Teresa, I'm going to deal with these consequences. If I stay here with Margaret, I'm going to go through these. And everyone in the group goes through that.
Oh, yeah, but at least people go out to Margaret and tell her, like, this is the situation that I'm in and I have to do this. And Margaret's like, well, I'm pissed off that you're doing it, but I'm not insane. Like, I'm not going to make this another season issue like Teresa would.
Right, yeah. But Dolores ends up staying with Margaret.
Which was surprised.
Well, Frank was like, Dolores, we're the hosts.
That's true.
We can't leave.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Good thing I think
Frank, it was really an excuse more than anything, but Frank.
I mean, Dolores probably thank God.
Yeah, I mean, rumor has it that Dolores and Teresa are on the outs right now in real life.
I mean, I don't know. It's just too much.
I hope not. They've been friends for 1,000 years. So Teresa runs back upstairs, yells some more. It lasts for just a moment and then leaves again. She just keeps on going. Once they even get in the van, she keeps going. The Gorgas and the Aidens end up leaving with Teresa. Everyone else stays and eats. Dolores is still on the side of, just don't say anything to Teresa.
But like, she's like, I didn't say anything to Teresa. She just came at me.
Was Margaret supposed to sit there and say, yes, you're right, I'm talking to the blogs? I mean,
because that would just, then she would just break. She admitted it. She admitted it. You know, it's just, how do you win this battle? There is no way to win this battle except for everybody intervening and like doing an intervention on her. Like even Louis, like, girl, like this is insanity.
Yeah, Louis looks like a calm one.
Yeah, he looks the sane one.
But he also does agree with everything she says, which just fuels the fire.
Yes.
But we end up with the van getting back to the house. Teresa's still screaming, and she's going to go to a hotel.
Broken record about Margaret. She just is saying the same stuff over and over. She can't handle it.
Let's put on our pajamas and go get a hotel room.
I would let Teresa come at me. I'd be like, just let her go and let her hit me and get in my face because she's got a record.
I have read that production actually encouraged Teresa to go get a hotel room.
Good.
Because the women didn't feel safe or something like that.
I mean, I honestly wouldn't either, but I would, at that dinner table, I would have been like, let her go. Let her hit me with something.
Bye-bye.
Because you got a record girl, and maybe it would get her some help. Maybe she could go through some anger management classes because I would love to see what a therapist that's watching this show.
I would like to
says
see
about
like
this.
the Teresa from Ultimate Girls Trip show an appearance in New Jersey.
That's Dr. Jekyll.
Right.
You don't get Dr. Jekyll in
New Jersey.
New Jersey. No, I'm sorry.
in
It changes as soon as she crosses that border. It's like.
Well, thank you, Teresa, for giving us something to talk about.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Teresa, for giving us another flip table moment.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Teresa, for being Teresa.
Oh, and also, thank you for the master bedroom. The first thing I would have done as soon as I knew that room was empty was grab my stuff and run in there and take that room. Bye. Thank you for the room.
All right. Well, we are going to go fill our iced coffee.
And what coffee?
And come back and talk about the hit country song, Lady Drama.
Bye.
Yeehaw, y'all.
This is Heather Gay from The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and you're listening to the Real Housebears podcast.
And we are back.
We are back with our coffee buzz.
Coffee buzz. So we didn't get to talk about my kind of birthday trip last weekend because in March I was completely busy, so we celebrated in April, and we went to my hometown of Reno, Nevada.
It was such a lovely, lovely time.
The real Wild West.
It was not a nightmare in Reno, Vegas. It was a dream.
The Reno, Vegas. For most people think Reno is right next to Vegas, like the next town, but it's really 8 hours away.
Yeah, so maybe y'all can confirm or deny this. Like, is it just me, but like growing up, especially since I had never been anywhere near Nevada, I thought that Las Vegas was this big, long road, and then at the end of Las Vegas was Reno, like right next door to each other.
Now.
Yeah, they're like, how many hours away?
8.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
8 hours away.
Reno's only 30 minutes from Lake Tahoe in California.
Yeah.
Like it's the High Sierra Mountains over there, but it was fun to go back. I saw some old friends. I went to some old bars. I actually got to host one of the events at a local bar at my first time back in Reno as Hunter Harden, which was fun. I had a good time. But the main reason I really wanted to go to Reno, besides seeing my family and getting to have Easter egg hunts with my mom, was taking him to Virginia City. And if anybody's been to Virginia City, it is the Wild West.
Yeah.
Like, they still have all the original saloons. They still have all the mining there. It was an old silver mining town. And it's literally been, like, untouched since, whatever, the Wild West cowboy days when, Will Smith and what's his name was going on there. But it was really cool to go to all the saloons and go to the Blood Bucket Saloon and go see the suicide table where everyone has killed themselves after losing everything that they had on the poker table.
No, getting our old-timey photo.
But then we went to go get an old-timey photo, and we just were not happy. Well, first of all, when I get there, I have to remind Corey that this is not really the most progressive town. It's basically, motto is, the way things were. Back in the day when things were good, when men were man. You know, kind of super racist, homophobic town, probably. Right. And so I was like, this is just, there's a lot of bikers here. It's kind of like a rough trades place. But we get in to do the old-timey photos, and we just were not happy with just being cowboys and, you know, doing the, oh, we robbed a bank, stupid stuff. But there was a bathtub scene. And so we ended up doing the bathtub scene. And the ladies that were taking our pictures loved us.
Yeah, they were so lovely to us.
They were so nice.
I was nervous.
I was very nervous, but
there
she knew we were a couple.
In nothing but bloomers. So shirtless and everything else.
Yeah, and it was a lot of, and we kissed and stuff. And
she directed us to kiss. And so she really made us feel comfortable. Nobody else like gave us any guff or anything. I'm sure people that saw the pictures that were getting dressed are like, look at those queerosexuals getting them pictures taken. Or probably not. Maybe not.
It's probably being completely stereotypical. But anyways, when we went to go pick up the pictures, the lady asked us if she could hang one of them in the shop. And I thought that was really special, and it made me feel really good, and
made a difference.
A little bit.
Our big gay picture in the bathtub, right down the thing from the "Let's Go Brandon" signs.
Yes, yes. I mean, there was a lot of very racist tchotchkes there. I mean, this is an old,
like some old blackface maids and stuff.
It made me so uncomfortable walking through that tinker shop.
Yeah.
Corey, my bear, got put in Virginia City Jail pretty much the second we got there. I'll have to post the pictures.
Yeah, I'll scan the bathtub pictures and I'll put them on our socials.
We need to, because I love those pictures.
Make sure you send me the jail pictures. I don't know if I have them.
Okay. But yeah, so that was our Reno trip, and it really was a lot of fun. I had a good time. Thank you, Reno.
It was a lot more fun than the Jersey folks had in NashVegas.
We didn't have any drama.
I don't like drama.
There was no mamas there either.
Well,
there weren't ladies
we got
either.
to spend the night with your mom.
Well, the first night.
And that was my favorite part of spending time with your family.
Oh, yeah. And my mom hid Easter eggs for all of us.
Oh, we had an Easter egg hunt?
And my mom always hides a golden Easter egg with money in it. And for like the 4th year in a row that I've played, I have found it every single time. And, I mean, I'm playing with my nephew and my husband and my first boyfriend of 8 years. But it was such a weird dynamic, like, if you tell somebody, but we had so much fun.
Oh, absolutely. It was a great time.
It was nice to, I got $50 in that golden egg, y'all.
Look at
I'm
you.
an Easter egg finding hunter. Anyways, let's get on to this lady drama, mamas.
Cheers to lady drama. Lady drama.
So the next morning after the wild night at the bull riding,
Frank is cuddling with a giraffe, which I wish was me.
It's like a bed full of dolls. It was creepy.
I think, and then we find out Joe Gorga placed a bunch of them in there.
Probably, yeah. And Frank asked Dolores how she slept, and Dolores says, "I don't sleep." And I'm like, Dolores just generally doesn't sleep.
Yeah, she's like, she takes like millions of little power naps throughout the day. She's like, I'm awake.
Now let's explore Dolores' insomnia story.
Yay!
That sounds really exciting.
If it's working for her body and her face, then I'm going to become an insomniac.
Well, Dolores is still of the mindset that Margaret needs to keep her mouth shut around Teresa. But again, Teresa's the one who started last night. Should Margaret not have said anything? And again, Frank still believing that Teresa's in the wrong.
Yeah.
So they go down to the kitchen. Margaret and Joe B join them as they're making breakfast. We find out that Margaret did take Teresa's bedroom. That was like
smooth.
The fact that Margaret was the one that did it is really beautiful.
Poetic justice.
You know, Jennifer and Aiden in her confessional is talking about how Margaret was pushing Teresa, just like Jennifer was accused of pushing Margaret, but...
No, she wasn't pushing her. She asked a couple questions, and that was it.
Yeah.
and Teresa kept bringing it up. And she's like, I'm just asking these questions because everyone else is asking these questions.
Yeah, I don't feel like every time they get together, Margaret's going to be like, so Teresa, Louie.
Yeah. No, not at all. That first episode, yeah, but that was it.
Yeah, so I'm just like, no.
Don't give Teresa any kind of fire, any more fuel for this fire, Jennifer. Just be quiet.
Yeah, so there's a dinner tonight, so Teresa's supposed to be there. Melissa and Joe kind of lied to Margaret, saying, "Oh, we think Teresa's in a much." We talked to her on the phone. She seems in a much better place.
Oh yeah.
No. Joe doesn't condone Teresa's actions, but he does try to reason, like, "Hey, consider this." Mm-hmm. He's trying to be a good brother. He's doing like when Teresa watches his back, she'll be glad that she saw that, and he's safe.
At least he could say that he did, and it's on camera.
Right. But everyone like pressures Margaret to talk to Teresa, and I like Joe B's response. If Margaret does, and Teresa flies off the handle, then Joe Gorga, what are you going to do about it?
And he's like, I'll pull her aside and put her into a home. I mean, into a psych ward. I will do it. I'll do what it needs to happen.
Yeah, so Joe's going to grab her, and Melissa follows up with, and we'll walk her right on out. We'll see. So everyone's getting ready for the day. Dolores calls Teresa. You can tell that Dolores did not want to have to sing on camera.
No, I wouldn't either.
But also she wants to, be with her friend as well.
Yeah.
So luckily Dolores and Teresa are going to go shopping while everyone else goes to
their designated areas.
We won't call it sing the song. We'll just say record the song.
We are a country music group.
Joe Gorga is packing a very large dildo for the day. I'm not really quite sure why.
Who knows what Joe is doing for whatever reasons Joe is doing what Joe is doing.
Well, we about to find out. And then, while Dolores and Margaret are talking before they all go out, this is the first time I recognize how short Dolores is.
Is Dolores not wearing heels either? You're like, is she sitting? I'm like, no, she's standing.
Yeah, she was like below Margaret's shoulder.
Yeah, like 2 feet.
And I'm certain that Margaret is at least just of average height at most.
I mean, she had heels on. I mean, Dolores had to have not been wearing heels, and everyone else was.
I wonder, let's see.
Great, this is going to take forever. Hey, Alexa. How tall is Dolores Catania?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Dolores Catania is 5'7" tall. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
I'm surprised at 5'7". I would say shorter compared to what it looked like on TV.
Yeah.
Thanks, girl, for answering that question. I don't know if I believe it. So the guys show up to the J dock and meet up with Dan and Caitlin. I'm glad that they're not driving their own boat.
Yeah.
First order of business, drinks.
Shotgun a beer or do a shot.
Guns and beers over at the NashVegas studio. Jennifer Aiden looks like a real country bumpkin in that little plaid. It's cute. It's in a good way. It looks really cute though. And a woman named Teresa is the owner.
Dun dun dun.
That's going to show you how good this recording is going to go. She greets them and then she takes drink orders. So everyone's order of business.
Drink.
Jackie's already texted Evan.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's more codependent than I am. But Evan's not responding, of course, because the guys are partying their butt off. But it quickly gets to asking Louis how Teresa was last night. And Louis' just general response is, I feel like the guys have been welcoming, but the women haven't.
And all the guys are like, no, that's not what's happening.
Just girl nonsense, and you got to just not get involved with anything they're doing.
Yeah, again, Teresa's the one who's just constantly bringing up Margaret. Margaret hasn't been saying anything. But
also Louis only heard what Teresa's had to say over all this time.
True.
So he's just poisoned.
Yeah. So back at NashVegas, two guys come in named Frankie and Sam who are professional songwriters. And they're like, so what do we want to sing about? And so the ladies first start, let's talk about friendship. But by the end of it, they're like, we want to talk about lady drama.
I'm like, why don't you guys want to talk about being trash, getting trash and being sluts? That's what I would want.
Right, yeah.
I'm making something fun and stupid.
But I really enjoyed watching the songwriting and the lyric writing process.
I thought it was good. That one guy, whatever his name was really good. He just busted out a lyric and I was like, hey.
Well, I felt like the women really had a lot to offer too.
Once it got started, the ball rolling, they all started offering their own.
I was really looking forward to this being a great song.
No.
Because Melissa Gorga, we know at least can sing. Then that's about it.
No, that's, in a band of what, 5 or 6 ladies, and only one could sing. I don't think that's not. I mean, Beyonce left after only 3 girls. So.
Teresa and Dolores are meeting at this Western wear store, and Dolores just doesn't understand why people wear cowboy boots.
She doesn't. She's like, these are weird. I don't.
She's so uncertain about it.
Yeah, she is.
Teresa's like, oh, you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with shorts, you can wear it with a hat, you can wear it, and I don't.
And like, literally, I'm gonna walk around in these for the rest of the time.
She is not.
I'm gonna see what this is.
So the ladies back at the recording studio start recording the song, and they're really just speak singing, like talk singing. They're not really singing an actual. There's no real singing happening.
Jennifer singing country was exactly how I wanted her to sing.
That was the best part.
Like, oh, you want to put on an accent? Fake hair. Should we do fake tits? We don't care. No? Yes? No?
That was the most singing that actually happened, other than Melissa Gorga's little.
Just take a seat.
You are so Melissa Gorga in this episode. You'll be like, I'm a singer, you guys, so I'll lead the way.
Right.
I'll get the good notes. I'll get the good parts.
I'll sing a little descant.
Y'all will be my backup singers, but shh, just be quiet back there.
Michelle, Kelly, shut up.
Who's that one sister that they always put behind pillars and stuff in the music video?
Wilson Phillips.
Wilson Phillips.
Carnie Wilson, they always hide her behind something.
I'll be her. I'll be in the background peeking around the pillar singing.
I will never forget that time I showed you that video.
I was like, that's the most messed up video I have ever seen.
So Wilson Phillips, like later and like well after "Break Free from the Chains," they sang they were trying to go for this like really sexy look, and so China Phillips is in like this black lacy sexy number,
sexy.
And then the other redheaded one that never really sang, she was in this black sexy lacy number.
Gorgeous.
And then Carnie Wilson is back 80 feet away from the camera behind a couch. Through the whole video, it's so devastating.
They literally are like trying to cut her out of the video as much as possible.
I was like, she's sexy.
And she what? Okay, it just blows my mind that watching the video, you can obviously tell.
And it's so clear.
They are like, no, you're not the best body image for this video.
I'm like, no one's watching Wilson Phillips to, get off.
Get off. That video would have never made it today.
Some people are looking at Carnie Wilson to get off.
There's a flavor for everyone out there.
100%. I was like, that's just rude.
But that video
it's
just
kind of funny.
Every time I see that video, I'm like, I don't want to be Carnie Wilson. Don't make me be Carnie Wilson in the music video, you guys. I want to be in it.
So back on the boat.
Oh my gosh, let's get back on the boat.
Speaking of sexy, Joe presents Frank with the strap-on.
Strap-on dildo, yes.
But then as soon as he puts it on, Joe Lorena bobbits it off.
Which is very unsettling.
Oh, it hurt me.
It was very unsettling.
It hurts me right now.
And it was blurred out, too, so I was waiting for blood and stuff to fly out because, that's what you would think.
But instead, they used the... I was surprised it was hollow.
Yeah, because I think that...
I assumed that, dildos were solid.
I think it's more for a guy. Like a strap-on for a guy to make it girthier.
Oh, to put it inside.
Yeah, for guys that have small wieners.
Gotcha.
Micros, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay. But I still don't know if I want to do a shot out of it.
I had grown men taking shots out of that.
Yeah, you would. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, I would.
You would do a shot out of it. You're so stupid.
I hate it when you're right. Back at the Western shop, Dolores coaches Teresa on how to walk away when she feels such blind rage, and Teresa's not interested.
Now, that's not how it's going to go.
She wants to be mean.
She wants
whatever, maybe revenge. I don't know what she wants, or maybe she just wants camera time because there's only 13 episodes this whole season. She's got to get it in.
Teresa thinks Margaret needs to apologize to her now for for whatever Teresa's rumor whatever Teresa thinks she needs to.
Margaret, I need you to apologize for what I made up.
Yes, like what the hell? I don't. It's insanity. It's literally,
But it's delicious, isn't it?
It's so good.
So the women get back to the house. You know they need an iced coffee.
I need my iced coffee. My goodness. And they asked Tiki to do it.
I guess he's the pro coffee maker.
I wish Tiki was at the boat party.
Yes.
I wish he didn't have to do his pot.
Yeah, I wish Tiki was at the boat party and they were playing with his penis.
I don't think it's that type of show. Unfortunately, because I would have already been playing with Frank's penis.
But the guys come back wasted with the penis.
Yeah.
Frank's wearing the balls around his neck. And Joe's playing with a penis. And Bill Aiden's shirt is on backwards.
What else do you expect?
I mean, at least they didn't carry him
At
in
least
this
he's
time.
walking and talking.
And his hair looks crazy.
And Evan's not pissed for some reason, for any reason that he could be.
Evan loves to party.
Evan loves it.
He loves to party.
He is having fun. And man, they really... Like, when they do the flashback scenes to, like, them partying and drinking, they force Bill to drink more than everyone else.
Yeah, because
like, they just get Bill so trashed every time.
It's
fun.
and Dolores. Louis is hanging with the guys, too. Louis
even when they're walking off the bus to go to their separate ways, Joe's like, hey, one more shot. And he's like, all right. No, I'd be like, no, we're not partying right now. We're at home.
Fit in. That's a brotherhood. You gotta earn your way in.
I can't.
Then you can't be part of the brotherhood.
I don't need to. I'll just watch from afar until they get too drunk to notice I'm there.
I love when Dolores gets home and she's like,
Why did you have a cock and balls in your mouth when you FaceTime me?
Then his response was only, I think it was just balls.
Yeah, it's the same thing I always
Not
say
an
to you.
explanation.
Every single time you FaceTime me, I'm like, why do you have cock and balls in your face?
And I'm just like, it's just balls.
Oh, it's just the balls.
So everyone's getting ready for dinner. Jennifer Aiden, I think, wins best dressed of this episode.
She's cute, yeah.
I love that little one-piece number. I think she looks adorable. Her body looks snatched.
Except for the shoes.
Oh, I was going to get to that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Those shoes.
Yikes.
I have in all caps. Why did Jennifer Aiden ruin her outfit with those shoes?
Who let her out with those shoes?
She should have been wearing a cute little cowboy boot or anything other than those ugly third-grade sneakers.
I would have loved this. If I would have loved to have money and have done this episode, because I would have gone out and got so many hot cowboy stuff.
Right?
I would have been so hot.
Absolutely. I love that there's another moment of Joe speaking highly of Louie and how much he supports Teresa and loves her and unconditionally. Got to keep getting that on camera so Teresa can't throw it back at you.
There's a reunion, y'all.
Dolores has this place really decked out. Like, there's an old truck there and everything, like, really themed out, looking really cool. Not that she did it, but she hired someone to do it.
This is country glam right here.
The guys are still kind of drunk.
They drink a lot.
Evan's ready to keep drinking. And then the guys take a really hot picture next to the truck.
Oh, yeah, it's hot.
Like,
little Joe Gorga's legs are hanging off of the van, like little toddler legs. Love it.
The ladies sit down and recap what a fun day they had. How is the shopping? How is Teresa? Is she ready to talk it out with Margaret? And Dolores is like, Teresa feels that Margaret was judging Louie and she's not going to apologize for throwing food and drinks at her.
Oh my gosh. She could reason anything.
But you know what? I love that when she's like, Teresa feels like you didn't get a chance to know Louie. Teresa responds with, well, how can you get to know someone if you can't ask them questions?
Amen.
I like Tracy. I think she's one of the best friends of. I think she gets involved.
And she's so hidden most of the time. You don't even know she's there. And then all of a sudden she says that. And you're like, where did you come from?
I like her. I might be the minority, but I like her. Teresa shows up in the snakeskin print jumpsuit with white boots. I hated those boots with it so much. Her body looked great in the jumpsuit, but I hated those white boots with it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
And then Louie is wearing this shirt with these crystal and skull.
Affliction or something?
Something of the sort, but it was all made of crystals with his big heavy Guido chain with it.
Where's his bracelet?
Right. I'm sure he's wearing it. So the ladies all kind of disperse. Everyone goes up to Teresa except for Margaret, who goes to the bar to get some water. But Teresa just starts talking about Margaret right away.
Melissa finds out very quickly that Teresa's ready for a fight. And she's like, oh, I thought that this was, okay, all right.
We need to brace ourselves because this is going to be a very long night.
So
it's going to be rough.
But before it gets too rough, Kyle, the line dancer, shows up and shows them all how to do the cowboy hustle, and everyone actually has fun for a minute.
Well, Teresa's not having that much fun.
Well, no,
she's not going to have that much fun.
No. And then they're getting ready to change songs, and Melissa requests that they play a special song, the new lady drama song, which I thought, maybe they did some studio magic with it.
Maybe it wasn't the recording we listened to already.
But no, it was just those, 5 of them talking a song. Not even together. They're not even have the rhythms together, nothing. Like, they're just talking a song. They're just telling a story with music in the background. It really is awful.
It's not good. Awful. It's funny.
Because I was excited. I was like, I wonder if I can get this on iTunes. And then I was like, oh, no. No, even if they do, I'm not.
I do love it. Teresa's standing there. As soon as she hears, the word lady drama, she's like, she gets this look on her face like, is that about me? Huh? This song about me?
It's all about you,
Is it about
Teresa.
Louie? Me and Louie? And our
it's
love
all
bubble?
About you. So they sit down to eat. Everyone's happy. Everyone's thankful. And then Teresa addresses the group.
I do love it that Tiki sits at the very opposite end of the table. He's like, I already dry cleaned this shirt.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I know about him. She apologizes for her actions.
Wait, well, did you notice that eerie silence before Teresa breaks the silence?
I didn't notice.
The calm before the storm.
No, I didn't notice.
It was completely silent, and everyone's looking around the table, and then Teresa's just
eating.
Yeah, then she's like, "All right, I'm gonna say something.
Ugh.
My apology."
But she says in her apology that she was provoked.
Yes.
Which I don't know how. I really don't know how.
I don't know how she was provoked either.
So it was an apology to everyone but Margaret, obviously.
And everybody's like, "Wow, Teresa, good job."
That was very nice.
That was great, Trey. That's great. That's it. Enjoy your dinner.
Good job, babe. That was nice.
Bon appetit.
Didn't you love that, Margaret? Wasn't that
was
such a great apology, Margaret?
And Margaret's like,
she's furious.
Oh yeah, she's pissed.
She is mad. And of course, Jennifer Aiden has to tell Teresa that Margaret's pissed.
I know.
And Teresa obviously gets mad and makes a comment about wearing dinner last night and Margaret never missing a meal.
Oh my gosh, she has to try to body shame Margaret.
Yeah, she does. Jackie stands up for Margaret.
Good.
She
needs to.
But then Margaret jumps in for herself.
Yes.
And Teresa tells Melissa that, you got to agree that I didn't say the word but in my apology. I didn't say the word but in my apology.
That's not the point.
Yeah, but it's too close to it's kind of like an analogy.
I forgot. I'm sorry. But now Teresa's
she
like,
said,
Melissa, hit her!
Melissa, you need to put your friend in her place. But you know what? Margaret just walks away. Even Dolores walks away.
Poor Melissa.
So Teresa's going to walk away too.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to. I'll walk away harder than all these girls.
Oh my gosh.
Poor Melissa. She's just so held hostage in this scenario. If I was Melissa, I would just fake narcolepsy. As soon as she'd be like, Melissa, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, who knows how many more seasons it's going to go with this cast. This has been the longest running cast, I think, in Housewives history.
And the longest running issues.
But I do have to say that we do, like Margaret and Teresa were on the same team at one point. So there is some movement. And now that Teresa and Dolores aren't friends, I don't know if I'm dying to see it or if I don't want to ever see it.
Jeez.
I don't know. But I do want to see y'all in our Apple iTunes reviews.
Yes. And guess what, y'all? We have a new review from somebody very, 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 very special.
We were so excited to get this new review.
This one, can't wait for my
For my commute.
Oh, can't wait for my commute. Oh, gotcha. See, look at you helping me out. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
She gave us a 5-star. Or they gave us a 5-star. I'm not going to say she. I don't know why I said she. They. My favorite way to start my morning commute to work. Thanks for the giggles and joy to help this educator get through graduation season. Yay!
For teachers!
For one, for being a teacher. That is amazing.
Yes.
We very much respect teachers in this hot closet.
I am a teacher in this hot closet.
You teach me every day. So thank you so much.
24 BBB.
24 BBB. You are now famous. Real House Bears famous.
You are Real House Bears famous.
And thank you so much. And if you all want to be famous, please go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating and a cute little review, and we'll bring you on the show.
And then when you do that, make sure you follow us on our social media. On Facebook and Instagram, we are The Real House Bears. On Twitter, we are Real House Bears. And you can email us at therealhousebears@gmail.com.
You could also find us on YouTube, and you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget to give us a review on Apple Podcasts. My goodness, thank you all so much, and I really hope we got you through your morning commute or your daily activities or your workouts or just cleaning around the house, whatever you're doing.
This was a great way to start my day.
Yeah, this is a good way to start the day, I guess.
All right, y'all, have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Ooh, that sound check is delicious.
What if we did like, what is it, AMS?
AMSR?
Is that what the initials
I think it
are?
is.
Ooh, sound check. Sound. I don't know if that's really what it is.
I think it's other sounds.
I don't know what it is.